Good morning, Monday. Here we go. It's far too lively for me. I'm not often like this. Too much coffee, maybe. So I've just been watching Peter Ray. He's done a little haulette of the car boot I was at on Sunday. Go and check it out. It was a bit not too great. I done a haul video. The only decent thing I picked up a question of sport game. And the funny thing is, well, let's say hello to a few people. Just see Mark Carrick rock up. Hello, Mark. How you doing? Hope you had a good boot fair on Sunday. And the DB resells. Hello, Damien. How you doing? Good to see you. Rosie Marsden. Peter Stride. Happy Chap 84. Pete, any hauls videos? I was there on Sunday going, it'll be along in a minute. Here we go. Donada. Perhaps you're doing something else. Pure Retro. How you doing? Jack Dobbins, Tam and Bell Cell. And I've got to keep talking for Tam and Bell Cell because they listen to me rather than watch me. So even when I'm blankly looking at eBay and I go all quiet because I'm trying to research a price, I've got to give a running commentary of it today. There you go. Got to do it. Lincoln Seller. I think you've been in before. If I remember that name. Susan. I think you're new. And Ali Evans. Everybody loves Ali Evans. She's back in. Monkey Thrifter. Right. What was I talking about? Oh, question of sport game. It was about the only decent pickup on Sunday. I took a photo. I can tell you exactly what I got. I took a photo of it in the car. Because I'm tending to do this now. I'll get a little haul. I'll take a photo of it all grouped together. Let's have a look. Oh, God. I've gone into Instagram instead of gallery. Does everyone else do that? They're both kind of purplish. Right, let's have a look. And I started doing... What was I doing? I was doing a picking and packing video yesterday. But I kind of bored myself doing it. Which... Hope you can all hear me. There's no hurry inside. It's Cinema Music. I've not dragged those photos out. I should have done. When you mentioned it, we was on Nick's chat, weren't we? Where's this haul? This little haul letter. Not there. 18th, yesterday. Be from yesterday. There it is. Right. So the grand total of what I got yesterday. Well, you can't see it. I got a Waddington's Cluedo, which looks like someone sat on it, and I only got it because it was £1. I got... What is that? Oh, I got a Filofax. It's smaller than A5. It was 50p. It's really scraping the bottom of the barrel. I actually got a Kindle 4th gen that works. Because normally I plug these things in, and they don't charge. And you can sell them for parts, not charged, but to get one that actually works. So that will need a good right-old clean up. I got a light football. I don't know if you can. This is rubbish. There we go. A light football, and that's for the boys. So they don't break their foot on a leather one. They've either got really ridiculously heavy leather ones or ones that like balloons. Got a Dymo printing machine, and the only decent thing I got was a question of sport game. And a funny story about the question is get them out for the... No, I won't complete that phrase. I'll have a look in a minute because I'm certain they're on that shelf. Question of sport. So she put it in a see-through bag and, pulled it tight and put a bit of sellotape on the see-through bag. So it's not like the box of sellotapes. This see-through bag was around it, this sort of thing. But bigger, one that we can fit a question of sport game in. So I said, how much is this? Now, bear in mind, I've picked up question of sport a couple of times when everyone was going crazy over it, and I think they cost like £1 each or £2 each. But she said 20 quid, and then she went, "It has got the cards inside." I'm like, "All right, okay." I trust absolutely no one at this boot fair since the scandal of this, where I picked those up off someone who, someone who looked all right. Someone mentioned in the comments, should have been a red flag. Should have been a red flag. Yeah. Z here. Morning, all. All right, Z. So what am I going on about? Yeah, anyway, she was like, oh, don't open it up. I don't want you to open it up. I'm like, you don't want me to open it up, but you want me to pay 20 quid. I didn't say that to her. I said, well, I want to check it. I want to check the cards. Oh, they're in there. You can trust me. I said, look, I'm only going to pull this sellotape back on this plastic bag. I'm not going to rip the box or anything. Just like, I'm very careful, She said, no. And the more she was doing it, the more I was like, giving it the Roger Moore eyebrow. But eventually she said, well, the thing was, I was being ultra careful. And she goes, oh, I'll do it. And she rips it to shreds. Anyway, get the box open it up. Who is it? Tyson. Tyson's in there. Maradona's in there, although I've never sold him. So I thought, well, I'll buy that, 20 quid. I think the price has tanked on them a little bit. Like I say, I had two originally. People were selling them for like around about 100 plus. I sold two of them for 65 each. I was happy with that, considering what I paid. Prices now seem to be anywhere from like high to low, but I'm looking over a 3-month stretch. I was chatting to another reseller yesterday, and he said basically the arse has fallen out of the card market and all this grading malarkey. It's like you may as well be talking bloody Swahili to me, because I'm never going to get anything graded, and all this stuff about, it takes a year to get it back. I mean, forget that. So, but he was saying, there's basically been some sort of like scam or scandal, or, and it was all to do with, you see that Super Mario Kart that sold for 50 squillion pounds, and it was all because that was graded. So apparently, I'm not up on this at all, but the card market has dipped, and I assume that's fairly recent, because that Mario auction that was in the news wasn't that long ago. So anyway, there you go. Anyway, a question of sport with the cards in, 20 quid. That was about the only thing I get. I mean, hopefully I'll get 50 plus. So right. Yes, who we got in? We got Z. Always great to see everyone, but like Z, it's always great to see him in. Because he's one of the original people I watched. I thought, God, if he can do it, anyone can do it. And of course, I can't do it at all. Right, Happy Chapter's got a return. A VHS player, supposedly 40, looking like a dream. Take off. If you've got total reseller protection, that's a falsified return, report them and take off whatever you want. Actually, you can take off 50%, but definitely take off the cost to you, at least. Mark Tyler, how you doing? Neil has got a return, a £1,200 sale. Oh, bloody no! What? Divulge what it was if you wish to. Gutting. Hello, Lee. How you doing? Good to see you. Where'd you go on Sunday? Let me know. Lee's a local rival. Not a rival really. There's a few of us who go around and we compare trolleys or bags and stress out that there's nothing there. Jack Dobbins, the Mario, the auction company, the grading company in the owning Mario were all people who knew each other and had business relations. Who said I can do it? It's very true, actually. Z has never said he can do it. And that is what I love. I can't do it either. Can anybody do it? Don't think anyone can. We'll all have a good go, though. Pure Retro's had a return from Italy. Yeah. Right, let me see if I can find these photos. Like I said, I should have done this before. But I am looking in that. So, there's not much hope. Let's go nice and slow. Here they are. How often does that happen? They're in a handy folder. Liz would have put them in this. I don't know if I'm going to do much listing. I've got a few nice consoles to list, but I just feel like chatting. Right, should we go through these then? I'll go through them very, very quickly. Let's just see if I can angle this down. So you can see all the crud on the floor. So I don't know who that is. Some of them might have names on the back. Susan Haywood. So look, it says this sort of thing on the back. Oh, please focus. Between scenes, Susan Haywood portraying Lillian Roth in MGM's I'll Cry Till Tomorrow. Prepares for her next scene in production. So yeah, I've had these like 5 years. That one's got nothing on the back. That I think is Betty Davis. I might be wrong. And there's just tons of these things. I don't know who that is. A Woman of the World, MGM. That's the movie. This cost me £6 plus fees. You know, it was minimum bid. It was Box and Misc. What's this? Let's see, that's on the bottom. It's got copyright 1955, UA Corporation, permission granted. I'll have a look at the comments in a minute if Cinema Music has got any comment on this. Richard's in as well. He may have an idea. It says that, and that's got that on the back. There's this, which is 70s. I did look him up, actually, who he was. I think he might have been the bloke where this came from. I think I sort of came to that conclusion. That I think is Betty Davis. Look them up and get listed. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how to look them up. It's not the sort of thing. It's not like a bloody Wii console. I mean, so they are original. It's not a blooming copy been done. Let me go through another one. Is that Betty Davis? Can someone please tell me? Oh no, Isa Miranda. Isa Miranda. That is just a shot. That's just a shot. It's the promotional ones that I think are very, very interesting. I don't know what that is about. Let me whiz through. I will. Because there are some better than others. Now I'm putting these all on my keyboard, so if I suddenly press this Alt F4 by mistake, who's that? That's someone famous, but I don't know who it is. I mean, there are literally, there must be like a couple of hundred here. That one. She was someone, but I don't know who she was. Original Prince keyword, yeah. It's a bit of research we've done in there. Mitzi Gaynor. It's Liz's writing. She's been researching them. Right, let me quick. I'm going to spend an hour doing this. So there we go. I think that possibly is Betty Davis. Yeah, it is. It's got on the back that Warner Brothers Pictures present Dead Image. So, yeah, that one's got a rip in it. Oh, great. Well, never mind. And I would have done that. I'm sure it wasn't like that when I got it. Jack Palance, Barbara Lang. So what's the value on these things? I have no idea. I mean, do I put them on as a bundle? Do I do them individually as a tenner each? I've got no clue. And the reason that they've been sitting around for 5 years is because I have no clue. And I thought, well, they're all right, just on the shelf. Not doing any harm. Oh, I've shrunk. Fingers. Yeah. So, yeah. Has anyone got any idea on the price? Can anyone do all my work for me? Right, hang on, let me catch up. Oh my God, everyone's just said hello. Sunday had a rest day. Betty Davis, yeah. eBay's doing really well too for Z. Brilliant. Yeah, it's good when you work hard, isn't it? Because it does pay off. It's funny that, isn't it? I've worked a lot harder this year. My sales have been a lot better. But of course, you always want a bit more, don't you? You always want a bit more. But and you always worry about, is it going to drop off? Have I got enough stuff? But yeah, there we go. Right. Let's see if I can get something listed. Call now gone, nothing listed. Hello, Julie Pearson. If I missed you, I'll be careful not to get fingerprints over them. Yeah, I should have been a bit more careful. Fingers. People pay good money even for reprints. Yeah. Well, drop me a message if you've got any idea on the. I've not got a clue how much the price I'm at. 10p for each. 10p for each of those. Oh, that's fantastic! If I get 10p for each of those, 200 photos, it's 20 quid. I only paid 6 quid for them. Brilliant. Right. Should we list the SNES? I haven't picked up a lot of SNESes in my time. I don't know if anyone's got like 400 box SNESes like in their warehouse. That would be good. But I think I've only ever sold 2. And it's quite surprising, really. Surprising how rarely you pick them up. It's the sort of thing that someone would always say, "Oh yeah, got a SNES." Last one I saw that I didn't pick up, the guy wanted 30 quid. There's not a lot of money in it, really. Right, let's see how much. I think I would have picked that up for about 8 quid. And it needed fixing. It'll have a power supply with it, and it'll have a controller. And again, this is a controller that I had to repair. It had one of the buttons missing, so I had to take bits from another SNES controller that was just sort of kicking around. But let's see how much a SNES goes for with a controller and a power supply. SNES console. I've got a box SNES, but that's a keeper for me. That's with a scope. Okay, here we go. Here's one similar. See, SNES, and it's working from Italy. Controller, power pack, and a game, 30 quid. I mean, it's not a lot, really. A mini console, don't want to look at those. Superb SNES, 2 controllers and wires, 80 quid. So I want 1 controller, power supply. I'm guessing around the 50 mark. SNES, no wires, 1 controller, untested, but working when purchased 2 years ago. No wires. Perhaps here's one. SNES console, free game controller accessories, pre-owned from Germany, 112. So how much do you put a SNES on for? UK only? I mean, people have got to want them, but... And this is the whole thing with gaming stuff. It's always great to say you picked up a SNES, but the money you make, it's not a huge return on investment, really. Some can be, Well, here's 70 quid from Germany. Of course, I do not want to underprice it. We're going into Q4. This sort of price should be like this with me. SNES, 1 controller, power supply. So I mean, it's surprising that there's not a lot more sold. I'm looking at it as 2 sold in the UK for, a SNES console. I'll put in 1 controller. Let's wind it out. The mini console. Right, well, there's someone selling one, 80 quid. That's with 2 controllers, power supply, and a load of wires. Free post. I might try 70. 69.99 plus the postage. Someone else won SNES console plus controller plus 3 games for 63. So is 70 a bit strong? 70 quid plus £5 postage. There we go. Super Nintendo console SNES, great condition. 69.99. Around 40 to 50, says Ethic. Oh, yeah. That Warner Bros. Document needs looking into. Oh, why is that? Why does it need looking into? Do you think that could add value? Neil's never owned a SNES. Were the games any good? I've never owned one. I think one of my flatmates had one. If that's what Tekken was on, where you could play Tekken Bowl, because that's all we used to play is Tekken Bowl. And when I was at uni, we had a Mega Drive, and all I used to play on that was PGA Golf, like at Sawgrass, and just used to spend all night. And Sonic, used to play Sonic on that. Right. I think I'm going to try and go 70. No, Ethic is saying 40 to 50. I'll bear that in mind. I think you could probably right. But, you know, we'll give it a go. 70, that's ridiculous. I think it might be. I'm not putting a game with it. I'll do 60. It is a bit yellow. Yeah, I'll try 60. I think I might be pushing it a little bit too much. Okay. Saves draft. Right, 21 minutes, one draft. Right. Anyone received this stupid promoted listings advance mail from eBay? Yes. And I was going to talk about that. So it's unbelievable, really. I mean, there was a bit of uproar when promoted listing came in, but I do promoted listings, and it helps. But it really, you know, it's galling that you have to pay. But then again, you think, well, it's not that much. So I pay like 1% to get a lot more hits on my store. A lot more. What do they call it? What do they call it? Traffic. A lot more impressions, which is the first sort of like chunk of people you want to get. You want the stuff coming up on people's screens. Now I've been paying my 1%, and for old stock I'll pay 5%. But all of a sudden eBay have introduced this new thing, and I'll read out what it is in a minute. And people can pay for that. What I'm paying for will get pushed down unless I join in, and it's called promotions advanced. So what does that make me want to do? I just think, well, I may as well not do promotions, because if I'm going to get pushed down on this. So I'll read this. eBay for Business promoted listings advanced beta version has arrived. The moment is here. Now, I do not understand what the hell it's going on about. And our new cost per click campaign type, promoted listings advanced, is ready for you. Cost per click. Whilst promoted listings standard, previously known as promoted listings, as we all love and know it, helps to boost the visibility of listings, so you get more impressions coming in on your store. Promoted listings advanced can take your listings even further. You can now target the top of the eBay search results to show your listings to buyers, which is kind of what I thought was doing. You know, I know that, you know, an impression, it can be from, it's not just like when people search and it brings up the first screen. It can be like suggested things coming across, you know, when you get little ads. And even when I'm looking, I see my own item, that counts as an impression, which is crazy. So what is promoted of listings advance? Our research shows that 1 in 5 purchases across eBay sites globally started with a listing that appeared at the top of our search result. Oh, yeah, duh. Now you have the chance to bid and gain preferred access to that high-performing top slot. With this cost per click campaign, you'll be able to bid for the number 1 position in eBay search results. Now, this just sounds like on Amazon you would get a race to the bottom. This sounds like it's going to be a race to the top. Determine exactly how much each click is worth to you. Now, I do not understand that. Don't understand it at all. Combine it with promoted listings for the ultimate visibility. Select the keywords you want and set a daily budget so you have full control of your ad spend. It just seems to be saying you can spend loads of money and you might get you can spend loads of money and you might be top of the pops. But it just puts the wind up me. It totally puts the wind up me. Like the Amazon buy box. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I suppose with Amazon, you pay by the fact that you're reducing your price. But this seems to be like, I will actually pay money to eBay. It's like eBay. He's like a $5. Can you chuck me up the top of the listings? And then someone comes along and goes, I'll pay you $6. I mean, is it only one person who gets that top spot? It's very bizarre. I don't fully understand what it is. Right, Chris, after doing some testing for eBay on the pay-per-click, I concluded it was really best used for sellers that have multiple quantity listings. And yes, I did wonder whether it was, you've got, someone who's got 10,000 Tupperware drinks cartons and you've got someone else with the same and they're battling away. So not for one-off. So, yeah, maybe I should just forget about it and not let it wind me up. But there we go. If you try and access it, the computer says no, according to Jack Dobbins. So you can't even use it yet. Oh, well, there you go. So maybe we should not worry too much. Susan says, I can't see pay-per-click working for unique items, only replenishables. There we go. Yeah. And a lot of people say that about promotions as well. But, I do use promotions. I find it did make a difference. And it was worth the money, and that's always the test, isn't it? Ethic does 2% on all these items to gain impressions. Yeah, I do 1% on everything, but for older stuff, I will do suggested up to a cap of 5%. And by older stuff, it's stuff that's been on the store over like a year and a half, something like that. So there we go. Very annoyed to see that, yeah. I'll tell you what, a lot of people have got annoyed by it. Very annoyed. Oh, double karma. Oh, thank you very much. Repost 2. Sorry about that. Double karma. Well, seeing as you're called double karma, you have to write everything twice. But thank you so much for that super chat. That seems weird, me getting a super chat. I never really see them. Recheck the photos. One looked to be folded. I don't think it is folded. There isn't a folded photo. It's one ripped one, but if it might be in a folder. Right, let's get on with some listing. So yeah, that's that. Oh, I'm sure someone will do a proper video about it sooner or later. I bought 2 Xbox Ones at the weekend, 30 quid each. And I was resetting them. The first one reset fine. The second one, it was just about to finish up, and it was on a blank screen for ages. And I was like, oh, what's going on here? So I sort of turned it off, turned it on. I went through it, and it basically wasn't having it. It errored. So when it errors, what you have to do is to reboot these to factory mode. You let me get this up a bit. You go like this, turn it on, it will go like that, and then you go and then quickly come over here and you press the eject and the Wi-Fi button or the sync button at the same time, and you'll hold it for about 5 seconds, and you'll hear another diddle, and then you can take your fingers off. And then you'll be given 4 options. One of which is to do a reset. One is to do a reset from a USB. So these bloody installs on these things take an age. But I will tell you a little story of woe. Let me just see if I can get this out. I have to demonstrate what happened. Because basically I spent about 6 hours trying to work this blooming thing out. I mean, it's all right because, well, I say I was doing other stuff. I should have been really doing other stuff, but, you know. Right, here we go. So, this little bit wasn't in the Xbox One. And that little bit, which I've just dropped, it slides up here. I'm not too sure what this does. I mean, I think it presses something. Anyway, the long and the short of it was about 3 times. And if anyone's ever done an Xbox One reset, you know how long it takes. I was pressing this button and there was nothing underneath it. So it wasn't actually doing anything. And it was only after, you know, it was getting on for about 10 o'clock at night. And I realised that, oh, it's actually missing the bit. So always check that bit's there if you've got an Xbox One and it doesn't seem to be recessing. I can't get it back in there. There we go. So luckily I am going to be able to pick up another one of those bits. And I used the bit out of the other one to reset them. Reset them both. I did have a problem still had a problem on the second one. When it reset, I was getting the controller. When it starts up, you have a controller on your screen, and normally the A button has a green circle around it. I was getting an orange button, and then when I was trying to turn it off, it was saying you got an error. When you do the reset, you have to reset, and I think I'd chosen complete keep some stuff like games and that, and you have to completely delete everything out. Right, let's comment on the chair. It's actually a borrowed chair, so it's only for today. I am going to get a new chair at some point. Where's the old chair? I've sold it on eBay. Yeah, it had great patina on it. People are talking about all of this promoted listings advanced. Hello, Jason. How you doing? Sorry, who have I not said hello to? Oh, my God. Impressions. You want me to do some impressions? No, I know what you mean. $59.99 plus postage into Q4 is where I'd price. Yeah, I think that's what I did. Oh, excellent. Where am I at? I don't know, Andy. I was watching a bit of Nick and Andrew yesterday. How do they keep up with their chat? Like Amazon beat by right. I don't. Right, let's go down. I won't worry. It may be used by a high quantity listing sellers. Yeah, so maybe just don't worry about that. Mark's doing more deals. Right. Yes, the chair. Neil, Neil, what was your return on? Or let me know if you don't want to say. I nabbed a Panasonic VHS DVD combo this weekend, used but with original box. Yeah, very nice. What was the make on that? Is it one of those EV 95s or whatever it is? They are nice. They can be 200 plus at least. Right. So how much is an Xbox One console? Just a console, no wires, working. I was really relieved that both of those were working. You spent 30 quid on the guy. You know, I actually got them. I got them from Luke, but he bought 5 off this guy, and I just thought, oh, it would be just my luck that. So he's got 5 in his boot, and I picked a couple out, and there was one. it looks okay, but I wasn't too sure whether the warranty sticker had just sort of come off a bit. And he goes, well, you can have whatever one you want. So I got another one out, and he paid 30 quid each for him, so I gave him 60 quid. And I thought it'd just be my luck that I've got 2 that don't work, and he's got 3 that do. But so I'm glad they are working. He had a backwards compatible PS3. Now the reason I bought those is I know if they weren't working, they're still 50 quid each spares. I have sold one for 50 quid spares. Took a little while, but yeah, you can get 50 quid spares for them. So 30 to 50 on a broken one. I think the price for a working just replacement console is around 80, but I've just seen Dave sold an Xbox One basic with small repair on the door mech for 110. So I'll have a look. I'll have a look in a minute. But he had a PS3 backwards compatible, which of course I've sold those for. I've got one on for 200, which is, I think, is pushing it a bit much. I've sold one for 150 though. It was the quietest thing I've ever had. But he was selling one for 20. And if I'm picking one up for 20, I'd want to get a few controllers with it. It sounds a bit silly, really. Like, why didn't I pick that up if I know I can sell it for 150? But the thing is, if it doesn't work, I know I'm probably going to lose money on it or barely scrape it. So, what can you do? Right. So Dave's just come in. Dave, I've got something to show you. Are you ready for this? It may not be your bag, actually, but it might be. And I did mean to do a video on this, but I've got one of these with a couple of controllers and a power supply, and it works. What the hell is this? As everyone says. I haven't got a game for it, but I've got a CD, and it plays the CD. So I'm sure it would play a game because I'm sure the games are just CD-ish. That's worth a lot of money. I've got to think about what I'm going to do with that. I quite like it, but I never had one, and I don't. At the time they came out, I don't really remember it, so I shouldn't keep it really. But it's just because it's got Amiga written on it, I quite like it. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, I thought you might like that. Nice. I wouldn't mind getting a game for it. Tom English Picker said he had one, but it was all scratched up. But even the games are like pricey, so I might just sort of like sell it, say it plays CDs, and there you go. Right. Cola Flipper, just seeing come in. Good to see you. He's on his lunch break. He'll be in and out. You just get his cup of tea down him and his biscuit, and then he'll be off. But good to see you, Lee. I saw you at the boot fair, being a little magpie as you are. Right. I can burn a game to test. That's a good point. Although I'm sure I've got I'm trying to think whether I've got a CD drive that will burn. I'm sure I've got one on an old laptop somewhere. I love cannon fodder on the 32. I thought you meant like that's fodder. It's a game, I take it. They usually need recapping. Well, it works at the moment, and I think I might sell it. I mean, most things normally need recapping. I'm not going to go in there and do that. It will be like, it works at the moment. Here it is. I do see, there's a lot of ones for sale that have been recapped, and obviously people like that, but I'll just sort of say it's working at the moment, so it hasn't leaked all over it. Right. Xbox One console only. 500 gig console, black console only. No. All right, he's doing an auction. That's no good to me. And I'm going to have to find. I'm assuming it's a 500 gig. I think it's a 1540. I'm not up on all the different model. 1540 500 gig console. £100 tested from the US. Okay, well, let's do a filter on the UK. Here we go. Xbox One 500 gig console replacement, unit only, 1540 plus games, 60 quid. I could stick a couple of games with it. Console only 50. Let's do buy now only. Console only untested. Yeah, it's got to be more than 50 quid. I sold one for 50 quid spares. Surely. 75. 75. A bit all over the place, really. Console and power supply only 85. I might try 75. I'm thinking 70 to 75. 60. Jeepers, it is all over the place. Maybe 70 then. 69.99 plus post. What do you reckon? Nick Hills is in. He said he wasn't going to be awake. Yeah, I don't know if anyone caught my shameless plug. I tell you, desperate measures. I've been on 1,530 subs for what seems like an age. An age. Coming here every Monday, doing an hour, trying to think of an interesting video to do in the week, failing miserably. I like I say, I was doing a picking and packing video. I bored myself doing it. I thought I can't put that on. So yeah, I went on Nick and I thought, let's promote the channel. And I always feel very grotty after I did it. And he called me out as well. He said, shameless plug. I almost put that in the chat with it. Shameless plug. It is me. No less than £80 plus P&P and it will sell. Okay. Well, I'll go with that then. $79.99. Don't want to underprice anything. I mean, after waiting around 6 hours for the thing to, actually work. So yeah, $79.99. Especially going into Q4, and I think I'm trying to think what toys to buy. Toys are going to be in short supply due to lorry drivers and got this, that, and the other. I think it's all going to kick off. Right, Saber's Draft. And the other thing I'm going to try on that Xbox is now, and as you get with these, there's a little bit scratched up. See that? So I managed to get some of this at a boot fair, and I've heard, I'll probably ruin it, but I've heard that this actually, if you've got like a black Wii, don't try it on a white Wii, but if you've got a black Wii or a Xbox or a PS3, a bit of that on, tiny circles, and it will take out any scratches. We'll yet to see whether that's going to actually work. We shall see. It's got to be better than this thing, which I still haven't listed this. This was the grotty PS2 Slim. I did actually manage to get the smell out of it. Sniff the console time. That absolutely stank when I got it. Right, moving on. Very console heavy today. We've got a Wii controller. I think I paid about £2 for this. Them the pickups I like. Yes, Wii U. Wii U pad. Wii U. I love the Wii U. I'm amazed it wasn't more popular. And I think if you're looking at something for the future to maybe think about buying, I'll definitely go Wii U. Right, comps could be wrong. I mean, I don't know much about gaming. So someone sold one for 25. I'm sure we can get more than 25. Is that Rattly? I don't think it is. I've got to test that out, so I'm going to have to dig out my Wii U. £44, £44. Okay, stick it on buy it now. That's very good cinema music. Neighbour put the colour magic on his car, and the car disappeared, or it could be cut in half. Who knows? Yeah, you don't see Wii U stuff, and I've got quite a few Wii U games. They're not up here, but not a lot of them have huge value. Well, it looks like these are around about £50. Let's sort it by highest price, which I don't like doing. There's a Zelda one that went for £81.82. There's a £60 free post. Yeah, with £60 free post, £50 plus post. I think £50 plus postage. It will go small parcel. Do I try and get 55 out of it? Let's have another look. I think not, looking at what's up there at the moment. Yeah, £50 plus postage. Perhaps I'll adjust my postage and put a couple of quid on that. Right, is it a WUP? Yeah, WUP €10. So one like this. Right, I'm probably missing loads of chat. Babs in the Attic, hello. Hello, thought I popped in. Not looked here before. Well, very good to see you, Babs. Babs at the Attic. Yeah, well, I do this on a Monday, every Monday at 11. Just an hour of me listing and chatting about like what eBay are doing. We talked about promoted listings earlier, and things that are winding me up and things that make me laugh. Vintage views. Ask 99 and take offers. Yeah, I have offers on everything. Yeah, I might try that. And then I do try and do like an interesting video or two during the week, but I've been a bit slack on that recently. Trying to find inspiration. But yeah, any questions on reselling, I always pop them in the chat. Peter Ray, how you doing? Good to see you. Peter Ray's just done a video, which I was watching this morning, but had to stop because I had to come along and set this up. Yeah, Wii U was great. Mario 8 on that is fantastic. That's the game and that's Splatoon. Yeah, it's a fantastic console. Okay, so I'm going to stick that at 50 quid. I'm going to change the postage to my default postage is £3.70, but I'm going to just put it up to £4.99 just because I can. And photos to be added in later. Photos and testing. Like I say, I have to dig that out. Right, another console, and it's a PS1 Slim. Does work. Already been tested. Hello. Got Time Crisis in here. That's funny because I was looking at a box this morning and it was a Time Crisis box. I thought, where's the disc? There it is. This one will have a controller, and it's a PS1 Slim controller. It'll have the AV cable, but not the power supply. I've only got one power supply for a PS1 Slim, and I don't want to let it go because I pick up these quite a lot, but power supplies are hard to come by. They're the grey ones, and you get to know your power supplies. I think, you know, if ever you see like a blue plug coming out, you're like SNES or NES, and PS2 Slims or PSPs or PS1 Slims, you know those power supplies. So how much can I get for a PS1 Slim? Normally I sell just the console, yeah, as a replacement console. But let's see, if you do one controller with it, I mean, controller might add 7 or 8 quid to the price. And then the AV lead, who knows? I often think I should have like a reference table for like reference card for like how much I should pay for consoles. So if I saw like that at a boot fair, I'd have in my head, yeah, it should be that, because it changes obviously. Normally for most things it's around, oh, it all depends on what it is, but like for a Wii on its own, it'd be a £5. For a Wii that's boxed, it might be, and the price of that is been all over the place. But it's normally like 15 to 20, but try and get it for 10. For if that was on its own, it would be a £5. But if we had the power lead with it, it might be 10. But I should keep this to hand. Hello, Gary. Good to see you. Hello, Derek. Good to see you. Heather or weather? Weather. Heather or weather? Heather or weather? What's he talking about? I've got no idea. Right. PS2 Slim console, PS1 Slim console. Someone sold one with a power supply for 50 quid, but they had a load of games with it. Someone sold one with one controller for 30 quid. Okay. Someone sold 41. See, faulty ones just on their own to go for a tenner. God, there's just like tons of the. Why is it showing PS4s? PS1 Slim console, PlayStation 1, PlayStation 1 Slim. Okay, what's the price? What's the price? I'm thinking 35. That's where I'm kind of. Okay, someone sold one for 35. They bundle games with them. They're just like 25. That's on bids. It'd be great to change this so you can lock your search items. You can do it on the phone, on mobile. I'm thinking 30 or 35. I don't want to go lower than 30. I need to get out of the house. I've already been out of the house. I've been out of the house this morning. Twice I've been out of the house this morning. £28.99 plus £5 postage with the power supply. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to be doing 30 quid on this. I think it's a little bit cheeky to go 35 when we shall see. Yeah, 30 quid. See you, Lee. Good to see you. Hope your shed's going well. I saw your Instagram post this morning. He's getting all the stuff for his shed. Yeah, when you had your high street shop, you know, I'm trying to pick up Game & Watches at the moment, and that's something you sold, Nick, when you first. It's something I had, you know, back in the day. I had Donkey Kong 2, and I had Snoopy Tennis, and they were around my mum and dad's house for years. I knew where they were, and then I went around there not too long ago and said, "I'll take those," and they went, "Oh, I don't know where they are." I was like, "Oh no!" But I got the bug to try and collect them, because they're small and highly collectible, obviously bloody pricey. A while back, I saw Joe's Reselling for Pennies Facebook page. I think he had loads. He was into those, and I should have bought some off him, really. But what got me the bug was I picked up one from a boot fair for about £2, probably about 3 months ago. It was the talk of the boot fair. People going crazy about it. That was Mario Brothers, not Super Mario Brothers, but just Mario Brothers. Absolutely pristine. And then since that happened, there was a couple that came on eBay. It was Donkey Kong, the orange one, the original Donkey Kong, and Greenhouse. And it came up bids, but with offers. And I was working away and saw that it had been listed for 7 minutes. So straight away, I'm in with an offer. And she said something like, the Donkey Kong didn't work. I'm trying to remember where I've told this story before, so remind me if I have. I've got a terrible memory for this sort of thing. I'll put in an offer, and these were boxed as well. I'll put in an offer for 40 quid for the greenhouse and 20 quid for the Donkey Kong. And she was saying, and it had battery covers, boxed, inserts, poly inserts, everything. And and she said the Donkey Kong didn't work because she couldn't work out how to get the monkey from bottom screen to the top screen. And I thought, well, I seem to remember that, and I'm sure it's like, is it a double hit? I can't remember. It's something, like that. So I thought that will work. So putting this offer, she refused my 20 quid, and I was the first one to talk to her. So I was talking away, going, "Oh, I've got to get them. I want to get them both." And then she was like, "Oh, you're not too sure." I'm being inundated with, comments and messages. I said, "Well, talk to me because I do want them." Before I knew it, the Donkey Kong had gone, and it had sold for 50 quid. Box Donkey Kong Game & Watch. So I was like, "Oh no!" And she was like, "Yeah, for something that it wasn't working. I thought that was a good price." And I was like, "Oh, but it was working." So after that happened, and I was laying it on thick about this will bring back great memories of my childhood and all this sort of thing, which is true in a way. I was trying to get the greenhouse, and so I'd offered her 40, and then sort of said, "Do you want 60?" It kept going up and up and up, and she was like, "No, I'm gonna let it go to auction. I think it's worth more, and it's in great condition." And last offer I gave her was £75, and she said, "No, I'm gonna let it go to auction." I didn't want to bug her too much. So I'm there when the auction's coming to an end, and it was on about 60 quid, I think, and I put an offer right at the last knockings, £102. It sold for 68. So there you go. She could have got more from accepting my offer earlier. So that was a long old story, wasn't it? Right, okay. Mark Carrick, $33.99. Just like random prices coming in. Thanks, Mark. $33.99. I don't know what you're talking about. Right, the Warner document. Well, I'll get that now. I mean, I don't know if it was I'm trying to be a bit more careful with these now. I should put on gloves. I mean, there's quite a few of them that have bits on the back. Oh, there is one that's folded. Oh. There's absolutely tons of the stuff. Let's have a look. Maybe it was only the one that had the document. Okay. Please keep yourselves amused. Yeah, a lot of them just have typing on the back. Or this sort of stuff. But let's get that one with that document. National Film Archive, Susan Hayward. Lots of Susan Hayward ones. So, yeah, there's that. Ooh, so it's just stuck on. There's an eBay reseller lady somewhere doing a video about it. She scammed a bunch of, yeah, maybe. This one's got a rip in it as well, but that's got a document on the back as well. Same movie, I think. So I'll just leave that there for a couple of seconds. And I think that was, oh no, there's another one. I mean, there's stuff like that. Robert Mitchum. That. I mean, he's crazy how this has just been hanging around. This could be like, if these sold for, I don't know, a tenner each or something, that would be my biggest haul ever. And it's just been sitting on the shelf for like 5 years. There's that. I think Bob Hope did a whole series of the road to. I'll put my fingers on it again. The road to that was the road to Hong Kong, but there was the road to series. I think that's pretty much it. Oh no, there's one more. It's the same sort of thing. So there we go. Yeah, drop me on Instagram or Facebook if you get a handle on the price of that sort of thing, whether to bundle it, whether to do it separately. I have not got a clue. Right. So you won it then? Yeah, I won it. I did win it. £68. It arrived and lovely. So my collection now is Mario Brothers boxed minty, £2. I even haggled the price down. I'll be sent to hell for eternity. I bought it. There was DK. There was Mario Brothers boxed. That wasn't even the thing I saw. I saw a Mercury Maze. Remember those Mercury Maze box which sold for £30? So I picked that up, and then just next to it was this Mario, and I was like, "Huh? What? Hey, what? Hey, am I in some sort of dream?" So there's that and some board game, some crap board game. I picked the whole lot up, the 3 items, and said, "How much do you want for this lot?" And she went, "Oh, tenner." And I went. And I can't believe I actually said this. Do you want? Will you take 8? And she did. That's terrible, terrible. Like I said at the time, it's like Tourette's. You can't help it. So I've got those two. I've got the greenhouse for 68 boxed, nice condition, and then I got Super Mario's, which I put in an offer for, and that was boxed, but not Super Mario's. What one is it? It's like a blue case. I can't remember which one it is. Mario Brothers or a silver case or a silver box, and got that for 60. I think it was on for about 80, and I got it for 60. But that isn't great condition. But yeah, it's the start of a little collection. So there we go. Right. I think, seeing as I've done an hour, I've now not done 5, but I've got quite a bit on today. Got to get down to the post office, picking up the lads later on. Got to pop and pick something up. So I'm a little bit all over the place. I'm trying to keep tidy. I was back we had the in-laws down. They've just went back yesterday, but it meant for the first time in just under 2 years, I had to clear that room out. And when I go back in, it's like absolutely clear, absolutely amazingly clear. And I'm desperately trying to keep it clear. So that room's clear. This room is a smaller room, and it's a bit of a mess. But I'm going to try and clear it as well and keep tidy. Other things I've got to list today. I've got one of these I'm going to list, which is a Sidewinder joystick. Force feedback. Good joystick, that. I think that costs £7. And they go for good money on eBay. So do watch out for those. It's a Microsoft one, force feedback. And you can go to a website and test them out. Well worth looking out for. Okie dokie. Hour and 3 minutes. Thanks all for dropping by. Good to see everyone on a Monday, as usual. And again, Double Karma, thanks ever so much for the super chat. You blow my mind when you do something like that. It's very, very kind of you. But take care. Click the old thumbs up. Let's see if I can actually get some subs. Who knows? It'd be a miracle. But hopefully, okay. Well, if I don't do a video, I'll see you next Monday. But I will desperately try and do a video this week. Go and check out Peter Ray's video. He's done a little haul video. And there's a guest appearance by this reseller who doesn't know what he's talking about in there. So check that out. Anyway, take care. See you later.